Hello, everybody. This is definitely my favorite part of this whole thing, and that is telling the story of Ray. Before I do, a little about myself. I'm a pet care provider. I have been a pet care provider for the last 30 years. Pet and home care provider. I just want to help people. So I sometimes I take on jobs that aren't dog, cat, bird related. While on the job, I have crushed on a lot of my clients' animals. It's easy to do when you're around dogs and cats and wonderful birds. I met a bird, actually two birds, named Puka and Ray. This was about, I want to say about 13, 14 years ago, give or take. They were probably my first regular bird client, something that I've always wanted. I've always loved birds. I've always loved big birds. I've always been a little intimidated by large birds, but I was so jealous whenever I saw people with them because I always wanted one. I wanted a house full of birds. I think I'm on my way to now. But I remember I had a friend that had a large parrot. He had an African gray, probably my favorite, and I was just so jealous. The bird talked and was just amazing. Had a little pluck going on, but African grays, that's the normal look for most. But yeah, I was so jealous. But Puka and Ray, they were probably my first regular. I saw them 5 days a week at least. This client went away on trips. She worked for Shell and she took a lot of business trips and then personal trips and whatever trips, and it just became a regular, consistent. She also had a dog that I would see, so yeah, I was in their life. I was a part of their world, and I loved it. Because I've never met a Kaiika. I didn't even know the name of the breed. I just knew that they had these big, amazing personalities and were beautiful and were big hoppers, hopping all over the house. And I just fell in love with them. I thought they were amazing. So I thoroughly got entrenched into this. Even the client said, I was part of the family. It was great. It was a good, I want to say 5 years. And Puka, it wasn't even about Ray at this point because Ray wasn't about us. Ray was about Puka. Puka was his girlfriend and his companion, and he lived for her. He lived to just be with her and just live his life, and he thought he was going to live this amazing life with the bird of his life, the bird love of his life is what I meant to say. And so with that, a lot of our attention went to Puka, and Ray was just always there for the ride, staring into her eyes. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. That's going to be the first part. Sorry to end that so abruptly, but it's a tough story for me, so I feel like I need to take some breaks with it. Please, if you haven't joined, please subscribe and like and all the fun stuff YouTube people say. The Patreon is in the link. If you can donate to Ray, anything I get goes to Ray, goes to his medical because like I said in my last, what did I call my last thing? It was just kind of like a basic outline of what the channel was going to be. I know I mentioned though that that Ray can't get any insurance. He's a 20-year-old bird. He's got multiple issues that I want to get looked at right now, and could be others after I get the testing done. So yeah, and the Patreon's fun. I have some stuff in there that I'm going to regularly put up that's going to just be fun and just for the Patreon people. I think eventually those things will make it over to the channel. Probably, maybe a couple weeks, maybe a month after. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I appreciate you watching and subscribing at the least. I thank everybody for wanting to know about Ray.